starts kissing me, I am a book, basically. Surely this is illegal. Like, what? Hey guys, it's Izzy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a video, how many times do I want to say video, about people's reactions when they see me. I've been thinking about. Now, most people would probably be, you know, oh, look at her. So that's the most common one. However, it's not the most interesting. So today's video, we're going to go through the interesting ones, the weird ones, and the ones that actually quite hurt my feelings. So there's 5, and most of them are specific stories, but then there's a few that are just like generic, where it's just like, oh my god, when that starts to happen. So yeah, these are the ones that put me on edge. Can I just say, by the way, if my makeup looks extreme, I've just filmed an Instagram video. So the first one happened ages ago, and it is a specific story, so let's just set the scene. When I say it happened ages ago, I was probably 8 at the time, so yeah, this was probably back when I cared more about people, what people thought of me, what people saw when they saw me, so yeah. Now, we were in Spain on a family holiday. So yeah, I was in my wheelchair, my dad was pushing me, and my mum and my brothers were walking in front of us, and this random guy, I'm pretty sure it was a guy, I just spoke to my mum about this and she thinks it's a woman, but I'm pretty sure it was a guy. Quite an old Spanish man, because we were in Spain, came up to me and starts like trying to talk to me, and I kept going, oh sorry, English, like do you speak English, and sort of things, because he was trying to really say something to me but I couldn't understand it, so I just kept going, English, like do you speak English, and he just carried on talking. So I was like, right, okay. Me and my dad at this point were a bit awkward. My mum and my brothers were still like walking ahead. They hadn't really realised that we'd been like stopped, so we were, and he was talking for ages, like English. I kept going like, do you speak English, English, only speak English, but he carried on. Then he starts kissing me on the head, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Surely this is illegal. Like, what? But I still don't know to this day what he was saying, and I'm assuming it was the whole general like, oh, it's so inspiring, oh my god, because I don't know what else he would have been saying that warranted kissing me. But yeah, I think that by this point my mum and my brothers had turned around like, what the hell's going on? So yeah, the next one is always like, when kids start doing this, I'm just like, oh my god. So I know that kids are always going to be more curious than adults, because adults firstly should learn to hide. They're like, ah, whoa, oh my god, rather than kids like don't. So I always understand that kids are a little bit more obnoxious with what they're doing, and I just understand that because I get used to it. Anyway, sometimes they'll be like trying to touch my legs or trying to stroke my prosthetics, and I'm like, get off me. Like, firstly, it scares me because I'm like, oh my god, you're literally going to push me over, because I don't have the best balance in the world. And secondly, I'm like, why are you stroking my leg? Like, what? Why are we stroking my leg? I'll stroke my leg, like, but why are you stroking my leg? And why are you like what? Who's let you just run up to me? It baffles me every time. So that is one, just a quick like one that I'm always just like, oh no, when I see a kid doing that. Like, I don't want to come across as being like a proper bitch or anything, because it's not. It's just like, don't stroke my leg. I'm fine with kids coming up and asking questions. In fact, I'm fine with anyone coming up and asking questions. But when they start stroking my leg, like, or grabbing them, I'm like, oh, get off me. Because it just scares me a little bit, because I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna like knock me over or something. But yeah, don't feel like this is me going, don't come and talk to me, because I'd rather you come and talk to me than stand like away from me. Anyway, the next one. Now the next one is super kind, but sometimes it's like a little bit awkward. So I can only remember a specific story, but I'm pretty sure it's happened more than once. So I was in my wheelchair again. This was when I was a lot younger, which is when I like relied more on my wheelchair. And this woman like walked past me. We were like in town or something, like shopping. So she walked past me, and I like, you know when you know that someone just looked at you more than like just looked at you? That didn't make any sense. Someone's like noticed you, whether they know you or something. So I like paid attention to her because I saw that she was really looking at me. But normally that just means that, you know, they've looked and they thought, oh, she's different or whatever. Anyway, then she comes running back trying to give me money. And I was just like, oh my god. Now, I do actually have a bank account that is specifically for, well, when around the time when I got ill and like Wes was in hospital and stuff, loads of people did fundraising and stuff for me for if ever I wanted to buy my own prosthetics or needed adaptions done. So that bank account, I'm pretty sure I've not really touched it because I've always got prosthetics through the NHS, but I know when I start going to get my own house and stuff, a lot of it will need to be changed and adapted, and I'll need to buy like specialist stuff. So that bank account is for that. So I did put the money in this bank account, but it's a bit like, oh my god, you don't need to give me like out of your own pocket like money, like even though it's obviously happened loads because this bank account exists, but it's like a bit awkward when they're like trying to give you it in person. It's a bit like, oh my god. Okay, the next one infuriates me, and I was going to make a whole video on it. I probably still will because it gets on my nerves. Okay, right. If any parents are watching this, please listen to this. Please hear what I have to say, because parents' actions are starting to frustrate me. And I know it's not everyone, right? So I went to the zoo the other day with my family, you know, went on a family trip. And I think I was in my wheelchair at this point. I'd walked loads and obviously I'm on my new legs, so I sat in my wheelchair, right, looking at some animals, and these kids start looking at me. Now, I am all for me being educational. I'm a form of education, I think, because I think it's important for kids to recognise that things in the world happen. For example, I was walking down the street the other day and I heard a kid say to his parent, why doesn't that girl have hands? Everyone has hands. Why doesn't she? Because he obviously really wasn't aware that actually not everybody does have hands and that some people don't. And obviously I then thought, oh, that's a good opportunity, I'm going to stay out of it, but for the mum to then explain to their kids why. So that then he knows that that comment is a little bit obnoxious next time, because nobody has hands. Not everyone has hands. And yeah, it's just educational, really. And I think it's a good life lesson for people to learn, because I think as much as school is really useful for people to learn things, outside of school is where you get the proper life lessons taught to you. And people with disabilities, I think it's important that people recognise them, so one, they're not scared of them, two, they don't feel like they need to be horrible to them, and just three, like people won't be scared to be friends with them and everything. So anyway, back to the zoo. So we're at the zoo and these kids are looking at me, so I'm always like fine for them, letting them look at me. Then sometimes the parents will pipe in to explain or go, oh, do you want to ask her any questions, or say that to me, or are you okay if they ask you anything? Which I'm always like, that's fine, like I am a book basically, because I help loads of people learn things, right? Anyway, this mum then proceeds to grab both of the children, strap them in the pushchair and turn them away so they can't look at me. I think that's pretty disgusting, because you're actually stopping your child from being educated on something because you're trying to shelter them from the fact that disabilities exist. But I'm not being funny, if I'd been really sheltered to disabilities, I would have then felt absolutely vile about myself after I'd had my arms and legs amputated. Like, I can remember when I was young being like, oh mum, what would have happened to them, or whatever, about people with missing limbs. So I think it's really important that people are educated, so if worst case scenario it does ever happen to them, that they then know that there are other people before that and they've explained it, so they know that it exists. And just on a level that everybody should be educated. I think it's actually really great to see me. I mean, of course I would. But because it's educational, people see me and then it's like, oh my god, look. Any mums that are watching, I would really like it if your kids do not know I exist, or any other amputee of your choice, or anyone with a disability of your choice. I think it's really important that you actually share me or a different person with a disability to you kids, just to explain that people do exist that don't look normal or don't look perfect, or, you know, whatever them words even mean. Okay, the final one. This one, it kind of made me want to like cry but laugh at the same time, because it's horrible but it's also quite funny. Right, I'm going to set the scene again. So, me and my mum were in Sainsbury's, right? Love Sainsbury's, great shopping centre. Well, shopping, food, shopping, supermarket. Right, so we're going down the frozen aisle because my mum wanted some frozen peas. I didn't. I hate frozen peas. So I'm already like, why are we getting frozen peas? I hate frozen peas. Anyway, so we stood at the freezers looking for the frozen peas, and then I hear a kid say, "Oh, mummy, look at her." So I'm like, okay, someone spotted me. Anyway, we proceed to look at the frozen peas, because apparently there's loads of choice of frozen peas. This whole story, by the way, my mum's looking at the frozen peas. Like, could you not have moved any faster when you saw the way this was going? Like, anyway, right. So the mum then kind of goes, "Oh my god, yeah, look at her, look how amazing she is." Like, oh my god, which is always what the parents say. They try and, like, the kids probably like a little bit disgusted because they're like, "Oh my god, I've never seen that before." But then the mum obviously explains like that it's normal and whatever. And yeah, so it's going, "Oh my god, yeah, look how amazing she is." And the kid goes, "No, she's not." So then me and my mum are looking at the peas like, and then the mum tries to, like, I think the mum knew we could hear because this kid was shouting, like shouting this. And then we goes, "Yeah, she is. Look, she's amazing. Look how inspiring she is. Look how beautiful she is." "No, she's not." This is what the kid kept saying, and the mum tried to do it so many times, and the kid just going, "No, no, she's not." And I was just like, and my mum's still looking at the peas. I was like, "Mum, can we go, please?" And then the kid's mum came up and was like, "I'm so sorry." And we were like, "Oh, it's okay." I was like, oh my god. So that is an example of a kid never have experienced someone with a disability before, and that's been their pure reaction to it. Don't take this video as anything more than a bit of light-hearted, like joking and whatever. I'm very sarcastic, and most of these are actually just a bit of jokes at the time. It's just the more I think about it, the more I'm like but yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then definitely make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!